for staying with us here at Fox 55. We like to recognize local military members, both past and present, police, firefighters, and EMTs. Meteorologist Caleb Saylor has more on this week's hometown hero, U.S. Army veteran Jonathan Springer.
Jonathan could be described as an all-American boy. He grew up in Columbia City and played football for the Eagles. He would go on to play at the collegiate level for the first football team at St. Francis. It was during his time there when he received his call to action.
I just thought I was going to, play football, go into college, and maybe be believe it or not, like a broadcast journalist. And 9/11 happened, and just like most of us in that time frame, I felt a calling to serve, and kind of changed course in my life. And I said, I wanted to enlist and, go, serve my country.
His skills in communications and journalism would come in handy. His first tour was served as a military journalist with the 16th Military Police Brigade to Baghdad, Iraq.
I was just trying to cover what they were doing, because they were really doing, we were doing great things.
One of the not so great things his brigade had to deal with was the aftermath of one of the most infamous torture scandals that occurred during Operation Iraqi Freedom 2.
We were in charge of Abu Ghraib, if you remember Abu Ghraib. So we took over for the two, reserve guard units that basically caused the Abu Ghraib scandal.
Springer's job as a military journalist was to write the story, but he wouldn't remain in the position for long thanks to a man who went on to be a 3-star general.
He said, Sergeant Springer, he said, you've got college, right? And I said, yeah. He said, well, we think you'd be a good candidate for officer candidate school.
The newly promoted sergeant would start on the next role of his military career after graduating OCS, becoming a field artillery officer with the 101st Airborne Division. Springer would face more difficult situations on his next tours to the Middle East. Tune into Hometown Heroes next week to hear how Springer's time during intense battles in his second and third deployments led to him helping give back on the battlefield.